Hello everybody, and welcome to Arctic's Cool Game Facts. This week we'll be covering Arkham Asylum. Yes, one of the Batman games that actually worked on PC on release. Oh, burn! Sorry, had to do it. Well, it came out on August 25th, 2009, and holds the world record for the most critically acclaimed superhero game ever. That is pretty awesome, which, mind you, I bought it when it came out, and I loved it. It did spawn 2 sequels, technically 3, but Origins wasn't made by Rocksteady. Origins was actually made by Warner Brothers, so bleh. But we had Arkham City and Arkham Knight, which were directly made by Rocksteady. So really it's 4 sequels, but only 3 of them really closely tied together. Origins was kind of like, blah. The other 3 are literally in the tie. So, anyways, without further ado, on to the facts. First and foremost, we only got Arkham Asylum because it was originally supposed to be a Dark Knight movie tie-in game thingy, but EA failed to deliver it on time, and so they kind of was like, here, Eidos, you have it, and Eidos was like, well, here, Rocksteady, you have it, and it was just one of those, let's have a game. It just has to be a Batman game. We've already lost money on this, so just make it. Make it, get it out here, and we don't care anymore. And Rocksteady, which, kind of got handed at the end, was like, let's see what we can do with this. And they really did a good job. Prior to the Arkham Asylum, the only thing they'd ever done, really, was Urban Chaos Riot Response, which I played as well. But I digress. That actually means I played all of Rocksteady's games. They had teasers for Arkham City. Even before they were okayed to make it, they still put the teasers in the game. They really expected the game to do so well, they were already planning to make another. Now that tells you they knew they had a good thing. After you see Ra's al Ghul's body bag in the morgue, if you leave and come back later, his body bag will be gone. Which, that's kind of amusing given the whole fact of the Lazarus Pit, Ra's al Ghul, all that BS. So, yeah, that was kind of just a little Easter egg right there. Now, no matter how popular Arkham Asylum was, it's actually not the most popular Batman game out there. Unfortunately, it loses that to Lego Batman, because while Arkham Asylum sold 9.5 million, Lego Batman sold 12.5 million, which just goes to show that little goofy, kids games sell better than adult games sometimes. Then again, I would have played it. So, Rocksteady only had 40 employees when they started work on Arkham Asylum. And when they finished it, they only had 60 employees. They were literally the size of a large indie company, and they made something on par with the bigwigs, who tend to have 500 or more employees. Just think about that. After you beat the game and watch the credits and all of that, you will see one of 3 ending movies. Now, mind you, these ending movies literally have nothing to do with how you do in the game, choices you make, anything. None of that has mattered. It's literally randomly selected. And it's one of 3 people grabbing the Titan formula. They grab a container of it. You can see Killer Croc, Bane, or Scarecrow. So, some lucky guy by the name of Luke Oliver got immortalized in Arkham Asylum because he won a contest that put his likeness in a Batman game. And so they basically, after you encounter Clayface, you'll see a one-armed inmate. His likeness is Luke's. It's kind of amusing, kind of awesome, but at the same point in time, I wish they'd kind of pointed it out a lot more during the gameplay. But at the same point in time, if they had, it might have been a little bit ruined. So, yeah, to each their own. So, while Arkham Asylum managed to get the voice talents of a lot of people like Mark Hamill, and a lot of people from the animated series, and just some really big actors, all of the motion capture well, almost all of the motion capture was done by Art Levant, just one of their art guys. So think about this: when you see Harley shaking her booty and everything, yeah, you're not seeing a girl motion capped. You're seeing a guy motion capped. Kind of got to give him props. Really got to give him props. So a lot of games can tell, are programmed to tell if they've been pirated, which is good. I really do not like pirating myself. If you do it, I'm not going to blame you. I'm not going to judge you. I just don't do it. Well, it can detect when it's been pirated, and, well, rather than locking you out of the game, it turns off your ability to glide, which doesn't make the game impossible to play, just a lot harder, until you get to the gas chamber, where you have to glide, or you die. Yeah, that leaves you left going, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do? Well, some of the people even actually went to the forums asking, which kind of gave away the fact that, hey, you're stealing the game, you dolt. And so, joke's on them. So, in reference to George Clooney, who played Batman in one of the worst Batman movies ever.
Hey now, we don't go messing with the Batman movies.
Oh no, the one where he was Batman was one of the worst ever. I've still watched it. It's not horrible, but compared to the others, it was, yeah, bad. I mean, come on, you had the bat nipples. But still, there's a recording, basically you can hear a message in there which it says, Dr. Clooney, please report to gynecology, which is, yeah, a reference to George Clooney, who was Batman in Batman and Robin, as well as the fact that he was a doctor. Yeah, he played a doctor in ER. Yep. George Clooney to gynecology, please, George Clooney. So, anyways, thank you for sitting through these 10 facts about Batman Arkham Asylum. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Feel free to leave a comment for whatever you want me to do next. And, well, go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button-y thingy down below if you want to go ahead and subscribe to this awesomeness. And until next time, have fun.